Well, hello! How are we doing? You alright? Fine and dandy? Bloody belting. Right, I've not seen you for a while. Probably because it's been bad weather. We've not really been out. The Wick crew. But it's plus as well, I was saying the other day to Mick McLaren that there's not really much happening at the moment. So we are getting about, but we're just kind of doing a bit more. Instead of going about, doing a bit more background searching, more activity places really, which we're finding. Yeah, so a bit of an update really, because you've not seen us for a while. But like I said, as soon as I know something, you'll know. So, but there's not been much to know, to be honest. So that's why you've not seen my face. But basically, just going back a little bit. Delamere Forest. I was on about this picture what lovely Denise sent us, and we've looked a bit more into it, and it's a no. We reckon there's nothing there actually. It's just a bit of a trick of the eye. When we've looked back, coming into the early mornings, it's more or less where the daylight's coming through the trees. So I think it's a bit of a trick of the eye. So basically, it's a no, nothing at all. We've just been chatting about different things and different sightings and whatnot, and just getting a bit up to date with things. I think there's been more videos on YouTube than actually people going out, and you know. But we're finding that it is coming to our time, because I was talking to Mick McLaren the other week, and I was saying there's not much to happen round this time. It's more winter for some reason. It's more, you know, about the winter time. But like I said, Deb's been putting more reports on her big cats. I think she put a big video on the other day. You know, just keep your eye on Deb Hatswell's channel. Keep your eye on Mick McLaren's channel, because he's done parts of videos, but he's waiting for people to get back to him for little bits of interviews and whatnot to make a full film to put on YouTube. Not really been out as much, like I said. But we went out on Saturday. I finished work, and I got a call off Mick, and we went over to Buile Hill Park Hall, which is where really BBR, Deborah Hatswell, it's the start of it really. It's the start of BBR when you think, because that was first encounter of what she's been chasing for all these years. So we went over on Saturday, had a quick mooch round, done a little bit of a video, but it's not much of a video because the rain was out, so the cameras were in. So basically I've tried my best to capture little bits and bobs. It's got a bit of Deborah Hatswell's childhood in, and telling you a little bit about the family if you listen to it very close. But yeah, really enjoyed it. We had lovely tea and cake, which Deborah cooked herself, or baked herself should I say, and Mark with a bruise, plenty of bruise. So yeah, and then we went over to there. But funny enough, we were going down the East Lancs, and we were being pointed out by Karen that some sightings around the golf course and whatnot. But it was very strange that when we were approaching the actual park, we actually went through a ley line, and you could feel it through the car. Now it sounds a bit strange, but as we passed through it and turned onto the park and parked up, and we started chatting and whatnot, as you'll see on the video, that we went round the hall, and right at the back where you actually see a picture of the steps, which is the front of the hall, believe it or not, there's a little cut, and I've put a picture in, it's a dead end is the best way to describe it. But when we walk around the back, as you hit that bend to go into the dead end, oh my god, the energy is so strong, it's unbelievable, if it's coming from that ley line. But funny enough, Mick McLaren was saying, if you look at the trees, which I've took a photo of, the trees round about that area, they're all misfigured, they're all growing a bit strange, like growing into each other. Now what I did was, I went to the actual dead end where the fences were, and it's hard to describe really, but the band of the energy was so wide, it really didn't end, to be honest, because we couldn't go through the fence. Well, I could, but you couldn't actually get a viewing. Just telling Toby to get down before he knocks the camera everywhere. Yeah, they couldn't get through the fence, or you could, but it was just well overgrown, so you couldn't really get the feel of the energy. So you walked into the energy, and then, you know, we had a bit of a mooch round, which you'll see. It's well overgrown, but you'll see in the actual video I've done. But when we came out, I thought, well, I know what I'll do. I'll see if the band goes off into the park, which it did. But funny enough, the band, as it came out to that dead end, where there's been a little bit of a sighting as well, and sightings around there, and of course Deb Hatswell's was in the gardens, which backs on exactly right onto the back of that bit of a piece of land there. I came out, and I went and I kept walking in and out of the energy, but you find that from that point the energy band is really thin, so you could walk into it and walk out of it the other side. But funny enough, it went, or it really felt like it went round to a tree, and then it dropped down. Now if you've seen the video, Mick, I think it's Mick who says, or Deborah Hatswell says, I think it's Deb says there was a fountain there, so that was like from one part of water to the next part of water as you go into the park. But it was very strange. You could actually walk into the band and walk out of it the other side, but when you came to the top near the hall, you couldn't. It was very strange. I found it very fascinating, to be honest. Plus the energy was so strong, you had to move because you were getting a banging headache. And if you can't feel it, what I'm on about, it's like being drunk. But the more you stand there, the stronger it gets, so eventually you have to move. It's very strange, very strange. But yeah, like I said, we went on that little bit of a meet, the BB and the Wick crew. Lovely Denise couldn't make it, unfortunately, on Saturday. But yeah, we enjoyed it apart from the rain. But that's all I've got to say, really. So I've done this little bit of a video of what happened on Saturday when we went. So just enjoy it. But like I said, there is some more stuff coming. We've got a few more activity places in woods, which are nearby as well, which we're picking up on. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I will keep you updated the best I can, but like I said, you've not seen me for a while because there's not been nothing to update you on really, apart from that Delamere picture, which, you know, obviously we couldn't just do a video for that. But like I said, the Delamere Forest was a bit of a well, eye-catching something what wasn't there really. You're looking for something what's there, which is not really, because when we looked into it, it was daylight. But there you go. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. I'm not going to babble on. So enjoy the video. Is it that way, this way, on YouTube? Thanks to the viewers and subscribers. Picking up a couple of subscribers now, so I'm happy at that. So it makes it look like I'm going the right way. But yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the new hat. I love it. And people look at you as if it's what's wit thingy. But if they came up to and asked us, we'd tell them and we'd pass the card on. So speak to you soon. Toodle pip for now. Enjoy.
Next to the balustrade, I'm here, and I've looked and he's there, and I pushed her and run, and I ran this way, that way, and I don't know if I went up Manley Road or Rivington Road, I'm not sure, but I came to it, that set of lights that we were stuck at the top there.
Yeah, well you done the message.
Yeah. I'll let a wooden cross, and then I'll point it out, but I'm not going. Where I knew that lad had been buried.
Right, yeah.
Which one's this? I woke up on it before, and I knew that there'd been a murder. I knew that he'd put him away. So I'll be alright. I knew he was there. I knew he was foreign.
As soon as I sat down there,
I knew he was a chef, and I knew that he was wrapped in blue plastic. And my old school was directly that way. I actually pulled a picture of it. I could show it. It's quite a posh thing. It looks like not like a comprehensive school at all. That's our old school.
oh yeah,
Old mansion, and that was there.
Chamonley Manor.
Yeah, Chamonley Manor it was called, and that was our school. So
You can't see it because of all them new houses.
you could show him the dip though. I can't go near the
I
dip.
just showed it him.
Right, I can't go down there. So where he was, where the dip is, he tipped him
No, I
over.
don't know. I sat down on that step and I just went.
Two old women on this, two sisters, and they didn't have any sons or daughters.
Yeah, they're crying their eyes out in the state of it.
Because so that was, you know, when I came back with buying the big thing, that upset me more than anything, the state of it. And we cleaned it up since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
There was washing machines and
Everyone's
fridge
just dumping everything in.
freezers and oh, it was awful. But it was coming back to life.
Yeah, well, it's good that
That bit there's meant.
What's that beacon there for?
Yeah, that garden.
Don't remember that.
No, I don't remember
What?
that what?
No, we didn't have that.
That's
Yeah,
the light,
yeah.
that's a new thing that they're doing, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't remember. When I've got photographs of me on them squares, the benches,
Yeah.
and the roses have just been put in, tiny rose bushes about so big. I must be about 2 or 3 on it because I'm there with my dad. So I must have been only been young. My dad actually put this fence up.
Did he?
Yeah. My Uncle Lem worked in the stables
Yeah.
there. Where Peter's uncle was on the, you see where that guy is at dog?
Yeah.
That's the golf course. It was an old edging old golf course. Brenda was stood right next to that toilet bowl. So you picked up on me and her. I think he's come this way. Was he after food?
Food, yeah.
Was it them
definitely.
bloody stones? The stones were on that side of the building. And they were about
Last time we were here, we went down there, and where the steps at, we were getting a funny, heavy feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. If you could have nicked as kids, obviously this gate was never shut. So we'd come from school, and obviously the new building was there. so the teachers could see you if you were walking in.
Yeah.
So the idea was you got in there, you could have a sit, no one would see you, you know. You had boy, you'd catch
And
you
this
out.
were all overgrown with
Oh
rhododendrons.
yeah, it was. Poof. You see how they cut the ivy? You can see where it's made the tips off its
Oh,
tree.
yeah.
About 18 months ago, they had to come in and put it all down because there'd been all of the guns in there. And ammunition. So all of it had to get chopped right down. You see the stump there, look? Yeah, that massive stump off the golf course. But as kids, it was one green space where you could go, because obviously it's like Coronation Street once you leave there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where we lived was the flats are just here where me and Karen lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my favourite place to be was there, where you found me sat. Yeah. There's a big war siren up there, so they used to let that off once a month, even when we were kids. The docks is just straight down. So I remember being a kid on New Year, that'd go off at 12 and all docks would ring the bell, all the boats, and it was amazing. Mark's determined to get in there, Karen. I wouldn't go in there for £1 million.
I would slide right in there now if I could. I need to because it's proper overpowering me.
Oh, we sat with teenagers.
I thought they was having a right now, but the old smoke where the old doorbell used to be, that's what this is what I did. I come here,
And then I'd set it off.
yeah,
Photos and stuff.
I hung the bell.
What's in there, make anything?
They built all the houses around it now, so I wouldn't even have to get in.
Well, well, well. Hello everyone. We're at Beaulieu Hill, just off the East Lancs. I think it's only about 5 miles, 3 or 4, 5 miles or whatever from Manchester town centre. This is where Deborah Hatswell had her encounter, just over the other side of that abandoned building. And what a strange place it is. Very strange. Hope you're loving the new app. Let's go and have a look. Be up. I'm not one to say I'm an urban explorer, but today it's looking like it's on the cards.
there's some history here behind these buildings. Beaulieu Hill.
Obsidian and this grey smooth stone. That I would say would probably be from England.
I wonder if they were representing the elements.
This is my thing. This is my thing. I had the same idea. Do you know what was right in the middle there? A massive fountain. And this, before they built
That's
this
what's
music,
missing.
before,
See, this thing's missing, and
before
it's
they built
confusing
this,
her.
that fountain had a direct twin over there. So there's a line of water.
So, you're going now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right in. Right back at greenhouse.
Come on, you.
This is usually, it'd be west will be the water. South is usually fire.
Where's the nearest water? This way.
No.
Yeah, the Bridgewater Canal's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Manchester Ship Canal's there. Irwell runs that way. And Goyt runs that way.
So the, it's
Surrounded,
surrounding
So you
in
got
water.
See,
all
as
that,
soon as you said fire, then I thought of that beacon. Why the fuck did they put that beacon there? That's not the easy. Yeah, but why there?
Yeah,
Yeah, why there?
Why that side?
we're going back into the royal family, but this is what they do.
Yeah, that is what they do.
What is all called the old
I
cabal?
stood in there. When I was a kid, my mum used to be a cleaner. So I said to Karen, I remember standing in that top room and trying to imagine what it was like to be the lady that actually owned it, you know, back in the day.
On the day.
There was a massive ballroom in there, a huge ballroom, and we used to slide up and down it in our socks.
Yeah, there used to be a lady statue.
Yeah, they did.
On this side.
Yeah.
Who
yeah,
was
they did.
it?
I don't know who she.
As you can see, it's a bit wet and miserable. It's misting up a little bit. Who? Got lost. Anything can hide in here. You see what? No, I've not been down there.